We're going to show you what it takes to acquire customers in digital. Welcome to the We Are Slam show, where we share marketing insights, best practices, and ideas to help your business grow. My name is Tyler Kelly. I'm here with my co-host, Michael T. Johnson, and we are the co-founders of Slam Agency. And this week, we're going to show you what it takes to acquire customers in digital.
So we're going to take you back to kind of what we would call like the 101 of digital customer acquisition. And a lot of times when we live in this every day as a marketing agency, we forget that it's not necessarily common knowledge for every business owner. So what we want to do is share you the basics, the building blocks, the things that are going to get you like the most bang for your buck getting started in this digital marketing space.
So when we acquire customers in digital, the first thing we have to think about is where are those customers going to land, i.e. your website. What does that look like? How does it function? What's the user experience? What's the purpose of each page where they could potentially land? And how does that page get them to, magic word, convert, i.e. get them to do what you want them to do when they reach that page?
Yeah, and a website is really important for most big established businesses. There may be a case where you don't need a website, but it's very specialized. So you want to make sure that at the very least your website reflects well upon your business. It shows you authoritative in whatever space you are. It's easy to navigate. Your customers can find it and they're not confused when they get there. So that's the basics of the website. But there's also a lot of functional things that it needs to do whenever you start sending people there.
When you think about your website, think about who is your audience? Who's that target market? What is it that they're trying to accomplish when they land on that website? And what types of information you need to provide in order to give them what they need? And as soon as you've been able to do that, how are you going to collect or capture their information? If you can do that, if you can think through that, then you're well on your way to thinking about how can I acquire customers on my website. And now let's talk about how we're going to get people there.
So once we have this foundation of a website that works at a very basic level, it does what it's supposed to, it functions how it's supposed to function, then we can start diving into digital. And digital spans from social media to SEO to PPC and a few other things. We're going to talk about the differences between each of those things and what they'll do for you.
So right now, everyone wants to get customers through social, and that's totally possible, but it's all about how do you do that? For instance, right now I'm hearing a lot of people just saying, let's just put some money on some posts, let's boost some posts, and the customers should come in. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
In order to do social right, you've got to know your customer, know where they are, what segments they fit into, and then you have to go to those segments in your social media channels, locate those people, show them ads that speak directly to them to get them to convert on that ad media buy and then bring them into your site.
So right now through social, we probably have the lowest rates for like impressions on ads and acquiring customers through social, but you have to do the research. You have to have all the other pieces in place for it to really play out for you and for you to make a big bang out of like the small amount of dollars that you could, or the large amount of dollars you could put in social.
A lot of times people want to start in social, but really what we found is social is a good place to remarket, to hit them with a consistent message over and over, or just to build brand awareness. But if we want to bring people inbound, the two ways to do that is through SEO and through pay-per-click.
Now, a lot of times when we talk about SEO and PPC, it's easy to get the two confused, but there's a pretty basic difference. So when you think about SEO, search engine optimization, this is your organic, this is over time. It's not an immediate thing. So everything you put on your website, everything you put out connected to your brand, sort of over the long term builds up your SEO. When we go to PPC, this is pay-per-click. So this is immediate. This is, I can run an ad on Google, and if someone's searching for, and I've made my ads well, I can immediately get that traffic to my website because I'm paying for it. I didn't spend or invest all this time to build content that's going to draw. So those are the big differences, and each one has pluses and minuses to it, or situations where you want to use it.
Yeah, so you think about, the first thing that we always hear when we get a phone call is, I need some SEO. And the question is, do you really? And here's why. SEO is something that takes months to accomplish, and just to kind of bring it back a little bit, SEO is the practice of ranking a particular page for a particular set of keywords. Those keywords are what people type into Google when they're searching for something. So let's say they type in, red widgets in St. Louis, Missouri. If that's what you sell, then you want your page, your website, to pop up as close to the top of those search results as possible. And in order to do that, you're gonna undertake an SEO campaign, search engine optimization. So you can spend a lot of time and money SEOing for a phrase like red widgets in St. Louis, Missouri. But what if no one's actually searching for that? So a lot of times when a customer or potential prospect calls and says, I need SEO, the first thing that I always say is, do you know what your customers are actually searching? And if not, how are you going to find out? The answer is PPC.
So PPC is really a good way to spend money to actually find out what people are searching for and which words will convert well. So really, it makes more sense to spend your money and effort in PPC first before you commit yourself to a long-term SEO strategy and put a lot of effort into SEO.
So let's say you put, $1,000 in red widgets in St. Louis, Missouri in pay per click, and you find out that, you get high traffic, but nobody converts on that web page. They're all bouncing. And so maybe that will tell you that they're actually looking for something other than what you're able to offer. And what that $1,000 spend in PPC in that case will do for you is prevent you from spending months and years of doing SEO to rank for that phrase, and it's never going to pay off.
So the flip side is also true. Once you've spent some money in PPC and you find out what terms are working, then you can invest your time and money in SEO that will help you rank for those types of terms organically in Google.
And, if you are in that stage where you're looking to do some SEO, keep it simple. On-site SEO is where you need to be. You don't need to do anything that's overtly spamming the search engines. Michael always likes to say, keep it human. If you're putting a particular phrase or word on your page too many times, that's not human, and it's going to be outed by the spam or by the search engines because it's spam. And then, on-site, that's your titles, your headlines, your keywords in many respects. And then it's how people find you and whether or not they stay on the page. The other side of SEO that you've probably heard a little bit about is off-site SEO. And back in the day, this used to be like people doing like blogging and link building off of your site to bring those links into your site. They essentially were votes for the content on your website. But now, the best way to vote for the content of your site, the best way to tell Google that your site is legit is through social interaction and engagement.
Right. Google really reads human engagement as a signal that your content, the things you're putting out all over the web, are relevant to people, and you'll get more traffic as a result of it.
So that's kind of how SEO, pay-per-click, and social all kind of work together to bring customers, potential customers, leads to your website. And in another show, we're going to have to do a show a little bit more in depth about landing pages, how to build a landing page that actually converts more times than not.
So if you have any questions about anything that we talked today about, whether it's SEO, PPC, social, digital advertising in general, hit us up in the comments here. We'd be happy to answer your questions, have a conversation with you. And if you feel like you need to go deeper than that, go to our website, slamagency.com, and there's a consultation button at the top. Click that button, and we'll be happy to have an in-depth consultation with you. So thanks for watching. We hope you got something out of this, and tune in next week.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you just watched, subscribe, then hit that bell. You'll be the first to be notified when new content goes live. After that, you can watch more videos from Slam Agency. We've picked something we think you'll love.